Hey there, I hope that you're doing well. We are here for another episode of Oils for Life where I want to talk about something that, again, this comes up a lot. I know I say that all the time, but it's because that's what I always talk about. And today we're going to talk about how essential oils tie into boundaries and self love. So, this whole week, we have really been talking about boundaries in our lives, boundaries about our relationships, boundaries about how we speak to ourselves, right? Like that's sort of been the theme. And I love essential oils. I use them every day. I talk about them all the time. So how the heck do those combine together? And they do so in a it might not be super obvious at first, but if we think about it, another word for boundaries is standards, right? If you're setting boundaries, you are setting a standard. And when we are using things that are potentially harmful, when we are using chemicals, when we are exposing ourselves to toxins knowingly, that is actually incredibly disrespectful to our bodies. Because when we respect ourselves and when we respect our bodies, we want what's best for them. When you love yourself and you love your body, you don't want to put crap in it. You don't want to expose yourself to things that could potentially make you ill. You want the best that you can get, and you want to make sure that you are caring for yourself in that way. So when we're talking about having standards, I mean, this is another whole thing, but this is also why I choose doTERRA. doTERRA has the highest standards in the entire essential oil industry. All right, so that's a really big thing. That's a whole other topic, like I said, but that's a really big thing to remember. That's why that's all I ever talk about. That's why that's all I ever will use, because standards matter. They really, really, really matter. So I want to just talk about 3 ways that you can use essential oils in your life on a regular basis that are going to help create these sort of healthy boundaries, create these sort of elevated standards in what you're exposing yourself to and what you're using. Okay, so the first one is perfume. Now, I know a lot of people love perfume, right? Perfume's been around forever. Lots of people use it. There's so many different ones out there. Personally, I've never been a perfume wearer. I am incredibly sensitive to smells. I am that person where when you have to walk through the duty free in the airport, I'm always like, hold my breath and run because I just cannot deal. It's instant pounding headache. It's awful. But so many people love perfumes, right? But perfume, especially sort of modern perfume, the stuff that we're getting now, there's some really, really sketchy ingredients in some of those things. If you are not aware, please do your research. If you jump onto the Environmental Working Group, there is some incredible information. You can usually search for the actual product that you have. It's for all sort of cosmetics and body products. You can usually either search for the product you have, and they have a massive database that will tell you what's in it, what the risk factors are. So if you want to use perfume, great. We all want to smell nice, but having some standards of not exposing yourself to those toxins. So what's the alternative? Essential oils, that's where they come in. I'm wearing Motivate today. Motivate's the encouraging blend, so it's a little bit like spicy, citrusy, but there's so many options, right? Rose, jasmine, they're so beautiful and feminine. Passion, there's just so many different options. Whisper, which is actually the women's blend. Clary Calm, so soothing and calming. Ylang Ylang, geranium, lavender. There's so many different options. So perfume, if we cut out perfume and reintroduce a natural alternative, that is a great way. Draw a line in the sand, draw that boundary. I am not going to put perfume on my body anymore. I'm going to choose something that's not going to hurt me. The second way we can do this is air fresheners. Okay, if you are still using old school air fresheners, whether it be the little ones that hang from the those little pine trees that hang in your car, or if you have the bathroom spray or the room spray that you use, please check the ingredients on those. Again, do your research. Just because it costs 50 cents when you're filling up the gas tank on your car does not mean that is something you want in your life. There are some scary chemicals. I know there's some of those room sprays actually have formaldehyde in them. That is how they neutralize odors. Formaldehyde is the substance that actually preserves human flesh. When you have a biopsy done, if you have a little piece of skin taken off, a mole or something, it's put in formaldehyde to preserve it. When you are spraying that all over your house and then you're breathing it in, those chemicals are going into your lungs, into your children's lungs, onto your skin, onto your pets. I don't know about you, but that's terrifying to me. So again, use an alternative. That's where diffusers come in. Okay, so essential oil diffusers, there are so many different styles. There's some really, really beautiful ones that will go with lots of different decor. And again, your house will smell fantastic. Your house can smell like whatever you want it to smell like. There are so many different blends and custom blends that you can do that include zero chemicals. Your house is still going to smell great. Again, same in your car. You can use, sometimes I'll just get like a cotton ball, put a few drops on and shove it in the air vent. And then when you turn the fan on, it blows it into the car, which is nice. You can also get actual, like the car clip. It's actually specifically made for that. There's little felt pads. And again, you just put a drop of oil on there and it blows it into your car. Okay, so there are lots and lots and lots of ways to have your environment smell good. Draw your line in the sand. Create that boundary. I'm not going to allow these toxins into my life. And then the third way that I want to talk about is really just making sure on a more general level, inviting things into your life that have side benefits instead of side effects. So, if we just this morning, for example, I was speaking to a friend whose daughter has a cold. She's up coughing, and she just wanted sort of some natural like immune support and cough support for her. So we were just having a chat about that. And this is a perfect example because without, like the old way of doing it is just like go to the pharmacy, grab some whatever, cough syrup, grab some of this, take it. Yeah, it might help with the symptoms. These things are created to help with the symptoms. But what side effect is that having, especially on your child, but even on yourself? What is that doing to your circulatory system, your respiratory system? What's it going to do to your skin, your digestion? What organ is it being metabolized through? Is it going to potentially harm your liver, harm your kidneys? There's so many different things in those. So maybe it might help with your symptoms, but what else is it going to cause? So this is, again, where when we start reaching for natural solutions, when we start reaching for natural immune support, things like On Guard, things like oregano, when we start looking for natural cough solutions, things like Easy Air, peppermint, lemon, Manuka, I know, is a great one. It's only available in Australia, but Manuka is a great one. Like when we start looking for these natural solutions that actually help at the root cause, they help alleviate symptoms, and you're going to get so many other side benefits in the body. Like for me, that's just a no-brainer. So this is just a few ways that I mean, just off the top of my head that I could think of, that essential oils and boundaries and self-love and honoring your body and self-respect, they just go so smoothly together. Okay? So when you are saying yes to a natural solution, when you invite these essential oils into your home, into your life, you are saying no to chemicals. You're saying no to toxins. You are saying no to things with side effects, right? Like, so you are creating those healthy boundaries. It's just like a relationship, just like a friendship, a relationship with your spouse, with a coworker. You have to create boundaries. This is creating a boundary of what is acceptable in your life. That's it. At the end of the day, that's it. So again, a few examples, right? We talked about things like perfumes and air fresheners, and then actually taking things with side effects versus side benefits. There's a million and one more examples, but I really just wanted to give you an idea, like a tangible idea of what I meant. So if you are really curious about essential oils, if you want to get started, if you're not sure, if you're already on my team and you actually have questions about the oils that you have, always, please reach out. And I'm also super excited to say that the Self-Love Lab, which I was on here talking about yesterday, we are starting in December. Calls have opened. Early bird rates are still on. There are a few spots left. There is actually going to be an optional add-on with a, I haven't even named it yet actually, but it's an essential oil add-on. So as you work through the 12 weeks of the program, you actually are going to get a package of oils at the beginning, and you are going to be taught how to use them at each step through the program. So I'm really excited, totally going to be more coming on this as it gets developed. But I just wanted to sort of put the bug in your ear. It's out there. All right. So if you have any questions about oils, please pop them down below. If you have questions about getting started, let me know. If you have questions about the Self-Love Lab, please also let me know. Yesterday there was a link, there's a video all about it. You can always refer to that, or of course reach out to me. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Have a good one.